Hey guys, it's Jasmine, your brow expert. Every week I've been releasing eyebrows that I shape at the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, if you're ever in LA, please come by, say hi, and definitely get your eyebrows done. And if you're not subscribing, please do so because every week I will release these eyebrows that I shape at the salon. And I know you can relate with it, right? Or if you don't, I know you know someone that can use this tip. So this week, as you can see, I'm still using myself as a model as well. So you can see the direction I'm holding the brush or the pencil in the direction in how I'm drawing them on. So you can also get that type of tip as well. So this is about thin eyebrows, clearly, right? How do you get thin eyebrows to be fuller? Maybe in a quicker way without spending so much time on it. So the model I'm going to show you has a beautiful brow shape actually, but it's really thin. So I'm going to show you a very easy, quick way to get them fuller, especially if you want something that's a bit more dressier. So without further ado, okay, so as you can see, she's got a nice shape, right? But it just can use a little fuller look. Now, she probably isn't going to do this look all the time, and she just wants something that she can dress up with, right? Now, notice the middle of the top of the eyebrow right here. It dips down a little bit for her. So if you ever want a little bit height and slight fullness and you don't have a lot of time, just comb it up. So you're going to notice in just a second that when I brush up the hair, it already looks like, hey, how did she get it full? So if it's properly trimmed, you need someone like me for that. And you raise the hair up, you already get a fullness look, right? So that's important. So we're going to draw around that. I'm going to use a pencil on her, as you can see right here. But on myself, I'm going to use a powder because I covered an old brow tattoo, which you guys already know right now, right? By now. So I'm going to use a powder going right around the top area. It doesn't matter if you start at the top or the bottom. So as you can see on her eyebrows, go real close to your eyebrows, but you're going above. You're tracing over what you already have. See that? So what I did was just go right over what you already have, but slightly above that. Go up, up, and notice that little gap there, right? So you're going up, and then you're going down. You're following the natural curve of your eyebrow. Now for the bottom part, same deal. You're going underneath, just slightly below. You don't have to go that far below, but you're just going right underneath, staying close to your eyebrows, but you're going underneath, and then you're following that curve, and that's it. Well, not entirely. You still have to fill inside. So this is where it gets a little easier, right? Because when you're making that outline, it can be easy, really, because you're not creating a shape. Keep in mind you're following the shape. Now, also keep in mind that I'm using a dark color so that you can see the shape. And it's going over that concealer, so it's looking really, really dark. The easy part is this, you're filling inside. Now with the pencil, you're just doing these little upward strokes because it allows you to apply the color without applying heavy pressure. And also might want to think about using a slightly darker color because you're also applying it on your skin. So there might be too much of a difference from the hair to the skin. So this is where, if I'm using a brush, if you're using a brush, you're just tapping the color inside. See that? And up in the front, go in this little circular motion because you don't want it so heavy. You don't want it so straight up and down and too boxy. That's really important. That's very important even on her because as you can see, I'm showing that little area there because I went in an angle and not straight up. And if you do that, just always go with this little spoolie brush and just soften that. See how easy that was? So I'm applying very little pressure even on myself. Again, it's much fuller and darker, but you guys still get the idea, right? It looks already good right there. And so you're going in and out all throughout. And right here at the end, just make sure you keep it short. You don't want to drag it too far down. Now, if it gets a little messy, this is where this brush comes in handy. I did put a little bit of highlighter, which is a great idea for you. If it's too messy, you want to clean it up, put a little highlighter underneath. That already looks good, right? But that brush is everything. I call it the eraser brush, brush 18 by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And you're just kind of cleaning anything that you feel needs to be cleaned up. Now, if you want it to be a little higher or it's too thick, just raise it up. But wow, this already looks so good, even on her. Okay, so I'm going to just lower this a tiny bit because I'm seeing this and I'm like, ooh, the tail's a little too short. And this is the other thing, like even on her, I'm going back and forth. You want to just fill in those little gaps. Now I'm using the brow gel. Very, very important. Look at that. As I'm combing her hair up with the clear brow gel, it's making it even that much fuller, but it's merging the hair with the color. So that's very important. It also actually helps in creating a thicker texture to the hair, and it helps keep the color on longer. That's another important thing. See, I go back and forth. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to go back and just touch up in some areas. Like I see gaps here, I'll touch up here and there. Look at the before and look at that after. Pretty good, right? I'm also going to show you a split screen up and down, so that way you guys can see a better look and the difference that it already made. Look at that. Still the same shape as the top brow, the thinner brow, but it's just fuller. Again, she doesn't have to wear this all the time. It doesn't have to be something it doesn't have to be a everyday routine. It's just for maybe like a special occasion, or maybe not. Maybe she could wear this all the time, but this is just a quick way to make them fuller, to make it look natural fuller, because it's from the natural shape of your eyebrow. That's the other thing you always want to keep in mind. Okay, so definitely let me know in the comments if you felt like this helped you guys out, if you know someone that could use this tip. So give me a like to let me know that I'm doing the right thing, and definitely subscribe because that helps as well. And I will see you guys right back here. Thank you.